women out there, I have a quiz for you. Give me the top 5 brands in leather goods. Luxury brands is what I'm talking about. You will definitely mention Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Chanel, and etc. right? इन सब में एक नाम है जो सबसे ऊपर आएगा और शायद वो आप भूल रहे हैं। आप इसमें ब्रूनेलो कुचिनेली या आप साल्वातोर फेरागामो और बोटेगा वेनेटा भी ले लेंगे, लेकिन इन सब के ऊपर एक नाम है जो शायद आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया हो। बिकॉज द फैक्ट इज दिस कंपनी इज अ बिट एनिग्मेटिक, और इसकी एक स्टोरी है जो मैं बताऊंगा। बट इस एनिग्मेटिक ब्रांड का नाम क्या है? हिंट, इट इज आउट ऑफ पेरिस। अनदर हिंट, इट्स अ 200-year-old कंपनी। नाम याद आ रहा है? नहीं आ रहा? I'm talking about Goyard. Does it ring a bell? This is a brand that you definitely have seen in the malls, in the hands of the super rich. Maybe you have it yourself. Goyard sits at the top when it comes to luxury leather goods. It is ahead of all the names that you have seen. Do you know why? Because look, history है, 200 साल पुरानी history है। Founder थे उन्होंने, when he was dying, he gave it to one of his employees, and when the employee was dying, he had hired another 17-year-old boy named Goyard. He gave it to Mr. Goyard, and that's how the name came about. And then the following generations of Goyard continued the business, and the business wasn't doing well. In 1998, another businessman acquired this business and continued the tradition, the high quality craftsmanship out of Paris. Today, there are 22 stores globally, and when you compare it to the big luxury behemoths, ज़्यादा नहीं है, but still there are 22 stores, and out of which 10 stores are in Asia alone. China and Japan are big consumers of Goyard because there's a lot of wealth in these countries and people appreciate really high-end luxury. But the point is, this brand for the rich of the rich, for the uber rich, this brand is the one to go to. And when you are in Delhi and in these big cities, you'll probably see women carrying these handbags and tote bags, जो कि आपको seemingly बहुत कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहे होंगे, लेकिन when somebody is carrying this bag, know two things. One, these people have the taste. Two, they are uber rich. Now, why am I giving attention to Goyard? Because the other brands like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, इनकी जो leather goods होते हैं, जो handbags होते हैं, some of these handbags get a lot of attention. There is a hype about it. Availability is also, a question. आपको easily नहीं मिलेंगे. But Goyard, when you go to the Paris store, you have to stand in a line. And once you get entry into the store, then only do you get your hands on some of these things. But the point is, ये brand जो है इतनी hype नहीं create करती. उनके तो एड्स नहीं कहीं देखने को मिलते। आप you pick up your GQ or the Rake or any of those glossy magazines, you won't see their ads because these people are very quiet, but at the same time super uber luxurious. Most of the work is done with hands. Artisans Paris में बैठ करके, कहीं फैक्ट्री में बैठ करके वो पेंटिंग करते हैं जो उनका मोटिव है और हाथ से पूरे बनाए जाते हैं. This thing really represents top-end luxury. If you are in India, you'll have to travel, and when you're traveling to, let's say, Europe and Japan, China, even Dubai, you can get your hands on this bag. The fact remains that this is something which is probably the top end, sets the tone for luxury. Now, when I was looking at Goyard, the question that hit my mind is, "Bhai, ये brand इतनी amazing है, अभी तक how is it possible that somebody like a Richemont or Louis Vuitton group has not acquired it? After all, Louis Vuitton has 80+ brands, and Mr. Bernie Arnault has done this over the last 4 decades by acquiring many brands." तो ये thought जरूर उनके दिमाग में cross किया होगा. And I think the only reason why nobody is able to acquire or has not acquired this brand so far is because, one, this is not a listed company. Ownership एक इंसान के पास है, और जब तक आप उस इंसान को कन्विंस नहीं कर लेंगे, तब तक आप उसे खरीद नहीं पाएंगे. और मे बी जब तक आप उसको उसकी मुंह मांगी कीमत ना दें, तब तक आप इस ब्रांड को खरीद नहीं पाएंगे. हो सकता है इमोशनल रीजन भी हो कि जो करंट ओनर है वो कहते हैं, भाई मैं इसको बेचूंगा ही नहीं बिकॉज इट कमांड्स अ सर्टेन प्रीमियम दैट नो अदर ब्रांड डज. सो एक इनिग्मा है ये ब्रांड, एक फिनोमिना है ये ब्रांड, और विच इज़ वाई Richemont एंड Louis Vuitton ग्रुप उसको एक्वायर नहीं कर पाए हैं. Now, based on my research, this brand is actually doing somewhere close to $150 million of revenue. बहुत बड़ी ब्रांड नहीं है. Like for example, Gucci does revenue in billions of dollars. this brand does only 150 plus minus here and there millions of dollars in revenue. तो इसकी जो valuation होगी, it will not be more than 4 times the sales. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं होगी. So you can imagine $500 million or $400 to $500 million का जो tag और ticket price होगा. Anybody like कल को ही Louis Vuitton दे सकते हैं, लाई आई आ जाइए हमारे एयरपोर्ट में. But the only thing that is warding off a big conglomerate from acquiring them is perhaps the owner's passion. But इसका एक flip side भी है. देखिए, ये सभी brands को ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको बहुत exclusive रहना है और they don't want to make money. They want to make a lot of money, right? And for the benefit of their employees and the owners. The thing is, globally expand करने के लिए control तरीके से maintain quality, you need good quality distribution, which is available with somebody like a Kering Richemont and Louis Vuitton, etc. At the same time, you need a lot of deep pockets. You need a lot of capital ताकि आप इस चीज़ को multiply कर सकें. अगर यही 22 स्टोर 100 स्टोर हो जाते हैं तो this revenue from 150 can easily become like $1 billion revenue. At some point in time, the owners of Goyard will think about going in the laps of a big conglomerate because they would want to probably cash out, revel in the riches they generate from the brand by selling the brand. And on the other hand, the big conglomerate will be very happy to have a brand like this enigmatic, uber luxurious brand in their brand portfolio. That was me, Deepak Tomar, Leader Speaks Luxury. Please keep coming back to this channel to learn more about luxury. Thank you.